Hey, I want to do a quick demo of what it looks like to run the Plausible Bootstrapper on a brand new virtual machine that we've done nothing else to. If this is successful, we'll end up with a fully functional instance of Plausible Analytics that we can use to power the analytics on any number of websites. Before we dive into running the tool itself, we need to get a couple of things figured out. Number one, we obviously need access to a virtual machine. I'm using DigitalOcean. It doesn't have to be DigitalOcean. I'm just familiar with this tool. It can be any Ubuntu machine that you have access to. The second thing we need to do is take this IP address and set up a DNS entry, a DNS record. It just has to be an A record, and I'm pointing, in this case, pb.macarthur.me to the IP address of the machine, the droplet that I have set up. So those two things are in place. We're almost there. Finally, we need to figure out a couple of configuration things. We need two environment variables set at minimum, pb admin email and pb base URL. These are a couple of dummy values I've filled up here. There are a series of other variables you can set too in order to configure Plausible to be the way you want it to be. Those are in the documentation if you want to look into those. But these are the two that are required. Finally, here we have a curl request that's being piped through bash. This is what will run the tool itself. You'll notice there's a key here. You'll get this key when you purchase this thing. That'll be unique to you. And then finally, we just need to log into the box and run it. Okay, so I've done that here via SSH. I'm inside of my droplet right now. So I'm going to go back and copy these variables in here. And finally, copy the command and kick this off. This will give you a lot of feedback along the way. At this point, it's just a waiting game. It probably takes anywhere from like 2.5 minutes to 3.5 minutes to run until completion. And I'll just fast forward to a later point. Okay, we're just setting up the TLS certificate, and that should be the final thing. And we're good. There's the final success message. We're done. We're ready to go. So let's go ahead and copy this URL, go back to a browser, and we should see our brand new instance of Plausible Analytics ready to go. You just need to set up your own personal account in this thing and set it up with any website you want to use it on, and you can start collecting the data that you're interested in. There you go.